Welcome back everyone to United Hack's V5 opening ceremony. This is our 5th time doing this and I'm really excited to have all of you here. My name is Tejas and I'm the founder of Hack United, and I'm also joined with Pranav.
Hey guys.
And together we're organizing this from New Jersey. So yeah, without further ado, I don't want to waste too much time, so let's get straight into the opening ceremony slideshow.
Alright, so first what we'll talk about is the general information for the event. Then we'll talk about the event details, and then hackathon submissions, and then we'll wrap it all up. So first, for the general information. So first we'll start off with the rules. So first of all, obviously your project must be original. Hackathon teams must present original projects, and copying from a different competitor, source, or event can result in disqualification. That also means that if you've submitted a project for a hackathon before, you cannot repeat the same project. You must create a completely new project for our hackathon. Then for team size, participants can work by themselves or with up to a group of 4 members. And if you still don't have a team but you want a team, you can go to our Discord, and we have a channel where you can look for other team members. And finally, for submissions, projects must be submitted on time. Late submissions will be disregarded. However, we will have a small grace period that we will announce on our Discord server. So if you are not in our Discord, please join. We will be posting constant updates, and you guys are going to be the first to know about the workshops, all of our mini events, and some more things that we'll get into later. So for our Discord, for navigating our Discord, so over here on the left, we have the United Hacks V5 information category, where first we have the general information about the hackathon, and then we have updates where we'll be posting links to workshops, and we'll be posting information about mini events. Then we're going to have recordings, where we're going to post the recordings of the workshops and ceremonies. Then we have the schedule, which I'll also be talking about during the ceremony. We have the sponsor info, and then we have the team finder channel that I was talking about, where you can find teammates. And then for the general channel, or for the general category, you have just our general chat, then introductions, we have self-promo channel, we have some polls. And then for the important category, we have announcements, and these are going to be like big announcements where we'll also be posting the links to our ceremonies and big updates. Then we have the contact us. We're going to have some giveaways going on during the event, and you can also make a ticket to reach out directly to the executive team. So now for the event details. So for here is our schedule. Obviously right now we're in the opening ceremony, but we do have a workshop coming up later today. We also have 8 other workshops in the span of the next 2 days, and we have a Clash Royale mini tournament tomorrow at 1 p.m. EST. Oh yeah, also please note that all of these times are in EST. And then tomorrow at 12 p.m. all submissions are due, though we will be enacting a small grace period. And then our closing ceremony will be at 8 p.m. EST on Sunday. So now let's talk about the workshop raffle. So on behalf of all participants, we're going to be hosting a couple of raffles for exclusive merchandise and other items for individuals that attend our workshops. So at the end of every workshop, we're going to be posting a Google form into the chat where you guys can enter. And that's where you guys, every time you go to a workshop, you're going to have a new entry. So the more workshops you go to, the more entries you'll get, so the higher chance you have of winning. And we really encourage you guys to attend our workshops, because we really have some really cool workshops from really cool people and really amazing industry professionals. Now also, we do have some free grub. If you're in our Discord server, a couple times a day we're going to be in chat, and we'll be like, hey, who wants some free food? And the first person to respond, we're going to buy them a free meal. So make sure that you guys are being active in our Discord if you want a chance to win some free food.
So now let's move on to the actual hackathon submission information. So starting off, let's talk about the submission requirements. Now we require every team to create a video. Now in our hackathons, we do try to really emphasize the soft skills. So try hard on the video, like be funny, have some maybe slight basic video editing, be creative. So because the judges really like to see that, and it'll really help you stand out. Additionally, all participants in every team will have to make a written explanation. This is directly on DevPost. It's already kind of like a filled out template. You just got to put in information about your project. And then finally, we do require a public repository to be attached to every single project. This can be on GitHub or Replit or something else, but just a way where we can see all your code. Additionally, make sure that you add your team to the project on DevPost. You'll be able to do that by inviting them via email or a link, and then they can also edit and contribute to your submission. So now let's talk about the judging criteria. So we really have 5 main different aspects. The first one is creativity. You should be asking yourself, is this project a new idea? Does it provide a new experience or simplify an existing workflow? Additionally, another major point in our rubric is the presentation. Is your project pitched in a convincing and engaging manner? Is the idea presented clearly and in a way that is easy to approach? Additionally, we do weigh in technical complexity. Does your project involve complex technologies or intricate systems, and how are these relevant to your solution? Additionally, we have 2 more, practicality and design, which are pretty self-explanatory, but these are the 5 main things you should be focusing on when making and presenting your solution. Now, before I continue, I have to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors: Interview Buddy, Coder, CodeCalc, CloudPack, Interview Cake, Wolfram Alpha, Balsamic, Codecrafters, AOPS, CodePath, NordVPN, and GenXYZ. Some of them are giving some free swag, so make sure to stay active in our Discord because we'll be posting all that there. And without these sponsors, our hackathons and our events, our organization as a whole would not be possible. So I would also like to give an even bigger shout out to Coder.com, which is our diamond sponsor for this event. Coder.com is a self-hosted cloud development platform that lets users and teams spin up secure, scalable, and consistent dev environments using infrastructure as code. It supports popular IDEs like VS Code and JetBrains, and it integrates with Git and identity providers, and helps streamline onboarding, boost productivity, and centralize development, all while keeping code and data within your own infrastructure. Now let's move on to the prizes. So the first place prize is a certificate of achievement, and this is for our theme track. And I'll mention the theme in a little bit, so stay tuned. But the first place for our theme track is a certificate of achievement. You're featured and praised in our blogs. And we do have a $250 cash prize. We have Hack United swag pack. And also, one of our sponsors, Codecrafters, is giving a 2-year VIP membership to every single team member. And also, you have the chance to pitch for a $50,000 investment from Switch On Capital if your project is scalable and able to become a real startup. Additionally, we have a second place for the same track, and the prizes are pretty similar, but it's a $100 cash prize, and it's a 6-month VIP Codecrafters membership. Additionally, just for you showing up, you have already earned some prizes. So our participation prizes include a certificate, and these certificates you can put on your LinkedIn, your resume, etc. But you do get a certificate just for participating. You get 2 months of Balsamic Cloud Pro. You get a 1-month Interview Cake license, a free .xyz domain for a year, and you get access to Wolfram 1 for 6 months. And if you guys want any of these, just make sure to stay active in our Discord. We'll post all the promo codes, all the special links very shortly. Now let's talk about the general track prizes. So the general track is basically a track where you can make anything you want. There are no restrictions. If you've had a side project that's been at the back of your mind for some time, this is your opportunity to build it out, or at least get an MVP down. So the first place prize for our general track is a certificate of achievement. You're featured and praised in our blog, a $250 cash prize, the Hack United swag pack, a 1-year VIP membership to Codecrafters, and you also get the chance to pitch for a $50K investment from Switch On Capital. Our second place is pretty similar, except it's a $100 cash prize, and once again, if you participate, you're automatically already a winner in our eyes. So we do have some alternative tracks this hackathon, which I'm really excited about. So if you're working solo without a team, and just a reminder, teams are allowed up to 4, but we do provide the option to work solo. And if you are working solo, then we have a track just for you. Every single solo track or every single solo project is automatically entered into this track. And the prize for our best solo hack is AirPod Pro 2s, a certificate of achievement. You're featured and praised in our blog, a Hack United swag pack, and once again, all the participant prizes. We also have the best pitch prize. This is the best video or the best presentation kind of. And the prizes for this track is a certificate of achievement, you're featured and praised in our blog, you get a Hack United swag pack, and a digicam for each team member, which will ship directly to your house. Additionally, we have a moonshot prize. Now, this is a hack that is way too ambitious for a weekend, yet you dare to dream big anyway. And the prize for this is a chance to pitch with Swish on Capital for a $50,000 investment. Now, we are approaching the end of the ceremony, but I will go back to our theme. Alright, so our themes for this hackathon, the main theme for this hackathon is entertainment. Now, this theme challenges teams to develop solutions that enhance how people create, consume, or interact with any form of entertainment. Whether using emerging technologies or pushing for novel user experiences, the goal is to push the boundaries of what's possible in the entertainment industry. And if you've been in United Hacks hackathons before, you know we're not crazy strict with our themes. Like, if you have an interpretation of like entertainment in your project, you'll be valid. There's no need to like really, I guess, stress if your project is close enough to the theme or not. Additionally, we really reward creativity, so interpreting this theme outside of the box could be really cool and could benefit you when we're judging the projects. And then once again, we have the general track. Now, this track can really range from anything. Like, we've had people make robots, we've had like Chrome extensions, Discord bots. We've had a lot of really cool general track projects. So I definitely invite you to participate in this track once again this year. Alright, so now as we approach the end of our ceremony, I will remind you to join our closing ceremony, which is July 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And our closing ceremony will release the winners and we'll also go over our giveaways. Now, thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions, you can contact us. I think the best way is definitely in our Discord server. We're all super active there. Just make a ticket. But also, make sure to follow all our social medias. I know that we've really seen a huge growth in social media from United Hacks V4 to V5, and for that I thank you. But you know, we're like one of the largest student-led hackathon organizations in the entire world, and it's really crazy to say that. But it's all thanks to your support. So once again, thank you for staying up to date with your social media. Thank you for tuning into this live stream, and I really appreciate it. So best of luck. Once again, enjoy the coding experience this event, and thank you so much.